guess it would help if I got the microphone out of my pocket. So, this is Phil Lilley with Lilley's Landing Resort in Marina. Can't really see because of the sun, but they are running 9 floodgates. They're open 1 foot. This is a really weird combination. So there's 6,400 CFS. Hold on a second. Water temp's 52 and a half here. So that's what's coming over the top. Wanted to check that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I got straight back, so you just got straight white?
I got straight white. So, they started running this at 10 a.m. this morning. And, big surprise, big surprise. Like I said, they're running a little over 1 unit, and then the rest is coming over the top. So it's equivalent 15,000 CFS, which is 4 units normally. So this is not anything, you can't call this a flood event because it's no more than 4 units. But a lot of times in the spring, they're doing maintenance on units, and maybe that's why they're running what they're running, but we're not complaining. But we wanted to throw white just in case there's shad coming over the top. I'd be surprised if there's not, but I think we would have got bit by now if there was. So nothing on the first cast. I'm going to throw in these eddies over here. It took several hours for the lake to really clean out. I mean, we haven't seen this kind of water in a long time. Oh, okay. So Tony's got a fish on.
Phil, I just let that go behind the boat.
Well, that's what I was doing.
Good, fairly decent.
You want the net?
Yeah,
The other thing I want to try is I want to drift a scud, because scud fishing is really good under these conditions. Because this much water, it's kicking up the gravel and stuff, and that kicks up the scuds.
Nice rainbow.
Nice. Oh yeah.
As soon as the floodgates come on, the big fish come out, don't they?
Yeah. And I'd consider that pretty small, actually. Yeah.
So I just cast it out there, and I was just literally just switching it behind the back of the boat and just letting it decide to get the snag.
Right. I'm going to throw in these eddies real quick. We might, well, we'll see. Yeah, let's go behind the island, and well, that sun is intense. I'll slow the boat down a little bit so you can fish back there.
He really thumped it though.
Oh, I bet he did. I'm sure they've got to see some shad coming over the top. So you just want to make that shad look like or that jig look like an injured shad just floating down.
Fish be a lot bigger when the current's going this fast too.
Well, they're getting a lot of food regardless of what's coming over the top. Of course, we always get a few warm water fish that come in. Bass, crappie, white bass, walleye. Seems like we always get a whole bunch of walleye. Oh, Blake's got to be sad because he's leaving Wednesday for what, 10 days?
I saw
And he was
for his honeymoon, and I'm not gonna feel real sorry for him. It looked pretty nice.
well, it'll be fun for him, but he was really hoping for floodgates this spring. He's got them. He's just not going to be here. Of course, Marsh and I and Greg are going on a cruise over in Greece, like the first 2 weeks in June. Did I just get a bite?
You have a hit right there?
I think I did. And I'm afraid I'm going to miss a lot of that cicada hatch.
I haven't heard one yet. Have you heard it?
Oh no, it's too early still. I told Marcia the other day, I said, you know, if I'd put 2 and 2 together and I knew that cicada hatch was going to be the same time as that cruise, I might have changed my mind about going, and that didn't go over too good.
If Blake is a newlywed, I don't even think I would suggest that he stays home for that might not work out too good.
I just had a little touch. Oh, that's you.
Yeah, okay.
I was gonna say, man, that felt good.
No reports of shad yet today then?
Nobody's seen any, but you know, there really wasn't that many people out. Brett Rader, he was out, and he said he didn't see any. Let's go back up and do that again, and yeah. Yeah, they're not too excited about shad yet.
Bottom yet, I have.
I bumped it a little bit on that cast. Big, actually. No belly yet. They get a big old belly if we get the full shed. Or full of stuff.
Guys, if you've never fished down here when the floodgates are going, the secret with the scud, bottom bouncer, or a jig is keeping it close to the bottom. You get way more bites when it's down there on the bottom. You can get it to the bottom.
Yeah.
How long has it been since the floodgates have been on? It's been a while.
Last year.
Just last year.
We ran them a little bit, like 5 units at a time, or 5 gates. We might have run 7. We haven't run 9. Table Rock really isn't that high. It is over 917, which has come up almost 3 feet, I think, this last rain. So 917, 918, they normally will run 4 units just to kind of keep the lake from going up too high. So this is not unusual. What's unusual is coming over the top. So I'm not reeling at all. I'm just letting it bump on the bottom. Pretty much gravel bottom. I can this is the bottom.
You wait to see the first shad.
Yeah. I might just toss that gut out here in a minute.
Give me my rod, I'll throw it. And I got an 1/8 ounce weight, and we'll see if that's enough to get it to the bottom.
Might have to put some chrome on it. I think I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna throw the scud out because they're just not real excited about this white jig. Not yet.
Feeling it, it's bumping.
So I've got a 1/8 ounce bell weight and up about 12 inches. I've got a number 12 peppy scud on a dropper. Hey!
Oh, it come off. That was a good fish. That was a good bite.
I saw your rod tail. So when this happens, it's not, scuds are not just good up here, they're good all the way down to our place, all the way down to Lilleys. Especially below Fall Creek, that area there where it's all gravel.
Bottom. Oh, that didn't take long to break off.
Not tying up for you. This is good.
Use the swivel setup or have you tie yours on?
I just tie the weight onto the end of the line and then come up and do a proper loop. Tie it on about further.
There you go. That's too much effort. I'm going to put my white jig back on.
Okay.
Another nice one. Well, that's too.
Oh.
What the heck?
Oh, yeah, it just popped up. Kind of felt like it broke. I mean, the guides were saying fishing was real good. They were running the one unit this morning before they turned this on, and they said the bite was really good. It's got in an egg. Brett said the fishing was really good.
Clear out all the moss that was in here too, shouldn't it?
Should. I mean, it really hasn't been that bad. Oh. Since we went on Table Rock yesterday and did one cast, you can tell them about what your trip was like this morning.
Oh, yeah. So this morning we went out and it was dead calm, no wind at all. And we threw a swim bait for about 20 minutes and I just had that feeling where we weren't going to catch one. So we switched over to a Ned rig and caught 3 really nice ones. And then the wind started blowing. As soon as the wind started blowing, I went right back to where me and you fished yesterday. And we had a pretty good morning this morning. Not a ton of fish, but all nice quality fish. But I didn't want to miss the chance of coming over here and throwing a white jig tonight.
Basically what has to happen is it'd be really good if we had a windy day and it was out of the south or southwest or west. It would blow those shad up against the dam face. But even if you don't, you get the big school shad gets too close to the dam and gets sucked in. That's what we're hoping for. But a wind a south or really a southwest wind would be perfect. A west wind would be good. Really thought the scud pipe would be a lot better too.
It may take a fish a day or two to get acclimated to this water temperature change and everything.
Yeah, I mean, typically the fish do takes them a while to get used to going from hardly any generation to this. That's a fish.
Better sneak this up a little bit.
I hate to give up on the white there.
Yeah, we've got a couple, but we just kind of got started. Floodgates are kind of intimidating when you first come up, but once you get out here, it's not really, it's fairly calm.
Yeah. You just have to watch what you're doing. I'm gonna go white. I'll go white tip then. Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. It's slow. That was a quick trip for him. we're gonna stay up here at the cable for just a little bit. Blake Harris, one of our guides, came up here and he's already hooked a fish. He's down below us. I don't know what he's doing. This corner is usually really good, especially if there's any smallmouth or any warm water fish. Look at the top, they kind of get in this eddy right here. And believe it or not, for whatever reason, after falling 200 feet, they're still in the mood to eat. And that's pretty fast. Pretty fast current here. So careful, because you're not supposed to throw past the cable. Almost no way to get the jig all the way to the bottom. Gets quick. Without using a heavier jig or a weight. Not producing yet, but it will. Nope. Bottom. Look good. I mean, yeah, it felt good. Oh well. Alright, last cast and we're gonna drift. Yeah, I know. I know. Well, I just let it up. I got it there. No fish. Got bit by now.
I was all excited to come fish with the floodgates.
It's like anything else, you just got to keep coming back until coming back and trying. Dang.
They don't want to stay on, do they?
Come on.
Both of those I just let it drift with the current.
All right, I'll do it.
You don't have to.
Well, let's go up much faster than what we got. What got a big fish for you, bro?
Yeah, better there.
Got a little belly.
They feel warmer, like the body does. The water's warmer, you can just tell.
Yeah.
He dumped it. Something about floodgates and white, even if there's not a shad in here, you still catch them. They're always bigger too on a white jig for some reason.
Yeah. You know, you got a black and gray jig.
I got your white, the white with the, you got that white and gray one that you guys, that's the one I have on.
I got white on.
It's the only one I have, so you can't have it.
Yeah, I don't have one of my mocks either. Oh.
I can't imagine that makes that much difference, but it does.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
What water temperature is too warm to drop?
60, 70. I mean, it gets up around 70. It gets pretty nice and warm.
Water that Tamrock this morning was 62, so
It's not, they don't mind that at all. Actually, the brown trout get stressed out before the rainbows do. As far as water too.
maybe the sun going down a little bit didn't hurt anything either.
There we go.
They're all good quality.
Yeah. Up, sorry.
Wish you quit right now.
It's kind of hard to quit. What are you catching yours on? What are you catching yours on?
White jig.
Yeah, we just caught 4.
Yeah. I caught 6 in this one.
6?
Fish on, get out of
Blake
here.
caught 6 on that drift. Shouldn't have asked.
Yeah, no kidding. Fish like that, thanks.
Yeah. Of course, you could
I don't know, we kinda turned
you could
it
be lying.
That's true. Yeah, no one's ever, fishing guys has never flied before. trout this week, won't they?
Oh yeah.
There'll be a big trout.
I'd say there's going to be several fish, big fish caught. Hopefully released.
You can get Ryan out here and do one cast, see if he can duplicate his big giant trout.
Yeah. About asking tonight, but I think they've got stuff going on with the kids tonight. If he brings Wesley tomorrow, we'll get him out.
His one boy is an absolute clone of himself. They look identical.
Oh yeah, to see the old home movies. You can't tell the difference between little Ryan and little Wesley. It's
they're like identical. Like they could be twins, except they're not the same age.
I don't know.
Oh man, they're just smacking it.
White and gray. If you're gonna do this, get a white and gray. Don't get a white.
We'll sell every white and gray jig tomorrow in the shop.
I don't know. We got a lot of jigs. We have a lot of cicadas too.
Are you going to tie a specific fly for the cicadas?
No, we bought them.
Oh, you bought them?
Yeah, we're stocked up.
What are they? Are they foam body?
Yeah,
They're
foam. Just simple foam. I think you could probably even use a hopper pattern for them. You know, when they really start going. Just something that kind of has that silhouette, stays on top. These fish are going to be all over it.
Legally up in the trophy area, will they be allowed to have little rubber arms on them? They will.
They did change that rule. They, in the beginning, it was some question, but then they added it to the rule. I don't know, probably 6-7 years after 1997 is when they changed the rules up here. And they added a little bit to it and said rubber fly tying material, as long as it's the fly tying material is fine. Of course, you can't set it either, so I don't know. I think we can go back up.
Can I do it one more time?
Yeah.
Thoughts about people tying up to the cable now with this current? I would not recommend it.
Oh
myself.
gosh, no.
I mean, but people think that it's okay because there's clips on there, but I would not recommend
Well, those clips are for a sign that used to be there that said no fishing above the cable. So,
but safety-wise, I don't think it's a good idea.
Actually, they really need to take that cable down. Right now, it's about, if you came up here like at night.
Oh yeah, that could be bad.
Yeah, you're standing up in a boat. You know, there's a lot of places, well, below Power Site is one, below the White River is another, where there's no cable. They just have signs at boat both banks, and you've got to look and see if you're above those signs. If you're, oh,
what'd you get there?
he's not that big. He's good. Down below, I don't know if you know this, down below Power Site, they've got a camera on the banks, you know, that look down the line, and if you get above that line, they'll blast a horn at you.
Let you know that you shouldn't be there.
Yeah. This is a good fish.
That's a perfect.
Keep fishing, keep fishing. You need to, well, it's big, but you need to keep fishing, catch another fish.
That red is coming off.
Don't show the camera that. My jigs aren't supposed to come apart. That just means...
It won't, because I'll get some shit and put it on there.
That just means...
Ooh, that's a nice one. Quality tonight is pretty good.
That just means you get a new jig, you bring it back to the shop. Yeah, we haven't caught any small fish.
Pushing 20 inches.
He's probably pushing 20. Yeah, there we go. Not real fat yet. It's another great thing about if we do get a bunch of shad, it really fattens them up and you get a little growth spurt. It'll be the same thing with the skaters.
Scuds and the
Scuds, yeah. I mean, high water is actually really, really good for our fishery.
That one whapped pretty good.
Yeah, I knew he was there. Nailed it pretty good.
We did learn that casting's not as good as drifting.
That's true. I'm glad I brought you along. 'Cause I would have still been casting.
The current's moving so good, you know that jig's just bouncing down there without doing much of anything up it.
Yeah. And if you lose a jig, it's only $2 instead of, you know what else would be good is dragging like a crankbait,
Yeah.
a little stick bait. You just lose more money when you do that. If you lose them.
best guess on how many days on the water you think below until it gets below 917 and they'll slow it down? That might only be a day or two.
I know. I'd be surprised if it went over 3. So Thursday.
I would say with this much water, they can keep up with it right now. I would imagine it won't rise anymore probably. It's probably just going to stay level until it starts dropping.
Maybe.
At the ramp up there this morning, you could tell it went up a little bit though.
You know, you could, and I was talking to Michelle at Cam. I was giving her an education on how the dam works and the flows, and she was pointing out, you know, that they can see how much is flowing into the lake, which is Table Rock. I said, exactly. So they know when that rain falls and those James River, Long Creek, Kings, all these inlets fill up and they see how much water is coming in, then they know.
Exactly, mathematically.
Yeah, they know how much that's gonna, ooh, he just nailed it, but he didn't hit it that hard. So they know about how much Table Rock's gonna rise, and so they know, oh, doggone it. They know how much they need to release to keep it below the levels they want to keep it below.
This has happened in the past. We're only one rain away from it being 922 or 923. It doesn't take very many.
It's true. There is rain. I just looked, and they're forecasting another 2 inches in the next 7 days.
Really?
Yeah. But that's over probably three different events, not just one. Yeah, I dragged that jig a long time and no moss, never got hung up. So I was just gonna check.
It'd be hard to talk me into fishing with a scud tomorrow after this.
So Table Rock is at 917.34. It really hadn't moved much since I looked at it.
Be curious to
Couple
check tomorrow
hours
morning
ago.
and see if it's the same or if they're keeping up with it or if it's coming back.
Right. Oh, missed him. Really surprised he hadn't caught a brown. Little one. I mean, I say little, it's still 14 inches probably.
We haven't caught anything. We ain't caught anything below the slot limit.
I missed. Sorry, fish.
They tried to pick up a wet noodle.
Oh, it got me in my sleeve. Never happens to anybody, right?
Go through it.
There we go. At least it's not in my skin.
You done? Or you gonna keep going? Go little more.
You wanna go back up? I'm gonna run out of, I don't know. I've still got some battery left, so.
One more half strip.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna fish until the battery goes dead, so there might not be a goodbye, thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow thing. But hopefully we can, we're hoping for a big fish. I mean, really big. It's the last drift.
Plug-gates are pretty neat, aren't they? It's pretty neat. Wow, dude, you don't realize how loud it is. Bites in one drift, you go back down the same spot and don't even get a sniff. Maybe you do.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Woo! There's no question if you get a bite, they're on it.
All nice fish tonight.
He's got a belly. Starting to get a little one. Yeah. So we're not reeling. We're just kind of pumping it a little bit. I'm catching up.
I haven't had a bite though.
move out to the center a little bit. Kind of over in the water.
Probably colder on this side, wouldn't it?
Yeah. No, that's much over. Old Lake's still on it. He must be having fun too. What do you think, Jack? This is fun.
Just smacking it, man. You gotta be ready, don't you?
I usually like to throw it out to the side and work it that way, but throwing upstream.
You make one cast last a long time doing it this way.
Well, sure. You can use a shad fly, especially if there's a lot of shad coming through. Just the weight of the shad fly.
White wood booger.
But what Tony said about being on the bottom, that's where you want to be.
All the way up here, we've seen one fish surface. That's the only fish that I've seen on the surface since we started.
The shad really start coming over it. It doesn't make any difference.
We can jump right there.
That's upper jump.
Tuna or a trout?
Look at that belly. There, that's shad belly right there.
Off about 10 degrees since we took off.
Yeah, I'm glad I brought my jacket.
I said the kid up here without the jacket on is not going to be happy. I'm going to be holding on to Jackson for the ride back. Frogs are going crazy, aren't they?
Beepers.
When you guys pull the cover off your pool, pretty quick.
Well, we're going to build a deck. Becky marked it off today, and we'll have an inspector come out and look at it, and we'll start building. It's not going to take very long. It's not a big deck. But he said he wants to get the deck done. Probably next week we'll take the cover off. Had a lot of people calling out. When do you go to the pool?
There were some kids, I said, swimming on Table Rock the other day, so I guarantee if it was open, there'd be some knucklehead in it.
Got that battery.
Did you ever try it?
Yeah.
It lasts quite a while, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Remind me, I'll give it back to you.
Give it back to me by September.
Not tonight.
It will last quite a while, though. I mean,
Good. We're reeling in it. Oh, this will be last one.
nice one.
Oh, she got a snag.
That's a fish. Oh, it's pulling. Not even thumping. I wonder if I did snag it.
Probably not.
Man, look at the colors on that one.
Nice.
Little male, ain't it?
Yeah.
I'd say that's a good way to call it right there.
Yeah.
God, it's a beautiful fish.
Beautiful.
All of his fins. You can tell he's been in the trophy area quite a while.
Yep. All right, Jackson. Say good night. Say good night. Thanks for watching, guys. It was fun.
That's a good one, guys.
I got to go back and count how many fish we caught because I didn't count. So
I mean, I bet it's over a dozen.
yeah. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.